Hello, I'm Jeff, and here is the final episode of Going for the Gold in the standard campaign. I think. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, let's go ahead and do it.
This is it. Cyphera. Be careful, team. We've got to hit Imperial targets only. Avoid civilian casualties at all costs. We can't afford to lose those back to containers, so be careful. Pick your targets and go.
I have made a number of attempts on this mission before, but never actually beat it, so we will see how it goes. I will say that last time I didn't have basically any of the benefits. Like the lasers, the advanced bombs, pretty much everything. So, I am pretty hopeful.
Watch out for those back to containers. I'm hit. But not that. I've lost R2.
Also, the interceptors are so annoying in this level.
I'm hit. I'm hit. We're gonna shield down.
Yep, interceptors. What are you gonna do? That was a civilian tank, wasn't it? Dang it. Dang it!
Sir, we found some cluster seeker missiles.
Cluster seeker missiles. Struggle with these interceptors that are programmed to follow you around because they become so impossible to get behind. And if you try to charge them, you just lose.
I've crash-landed safely. Need pickup.
Okay, I just need to try and turn around and get this guy before he shoots me. And here we go, here we go. Where are you?
Greetings, Commander
Okay.
Skywalker. So you're the young man who destroyed the Death Star. Moff Seerdon. Do you wish to surrender now,
no!
or can I destroy you?
Yeah, this is the part that I never got past. You know, the important part.
Ah, you're a very talented pilot. You have learned much, Skywalker. Too bad you didn't.
Well, so much for that attempt.
But not that.
Oh, I didn't even see that guy. Note to self, avoid U-turns. I have not been doing too good with the back containers this time. Yeah, saving friends. Now, let's see if this time goes any better.
Man who destroyed the Death Star.
Okay. Oh, that was my last life. Okay, at this point, I'm just going to take my headset off and dub music over it or something.
tractor container. We can't afford to lose much more.
I'm clear, but my fighter is down.
Alright, here's the deal. I recorded a whole bunch of runs for this, and I was so convinced that I wasn't going to get it that night that I actually did take my headset off and I wasn't even recording audio. Then, out of nowhere, I suddenly had a miracle run where I actually got the gold. And I was so excited about this, you should have heard me scream, but then I found out that when I paused the game earlier, I had accidentally unplugged my capture card. So that sucked. I was kind of heartbroken over it. But I decided to soldier on and do it again just for the camera. And I'm going to show that in full here. And I want to point out a few things I learned along the way in case anyone else had trouble picking up on some of the stuff that helps a lot with this. There's really just a couple of main things. First, take out the missile turrets first. If you fly in fast mode, their missiles can't hit you. Took me way too long to realize that. And second, the final boss fight takes about 20 seconds because it only takes like 3 of the advanced seeking missiles to take them down. And other than that, I guess for the first couple of lives, be generous with the seeking missiles when you're trying to take out the interceptors because otherwise they just kill your accuracy and take way too long. Anyway, here is the uncut version of the gold medal run that I finally re-recorded.
Pick your targets and go.
Yeah, you're going to see here my very first priority was the turrets. In fact, the same missile from one of the turrets follows me around for the whole circuit, basically. You'll see it come into the frame here and there.
Maintain visual scanning.
There it was. Yeah, having done this a few times now, I really feel like this is the way that it was meant to be played, because the missile turrets don't even respond to you until you get really close, and that gives you plenty of time to fire at them, and then speed away before the other missiles catch up. At this point I was a little lost, don't judge me. I was losing my mind. But taking out the missile turrets made it... Okay, that was a bit of an embarrassing death, but it didn't really matter. Anyway, as I was saying, taking out those turrets makes the structure part a lot easier. Basically, just nothing is possible while they're left standing.
Watch out for those tractor containers.
The next thing in order of importance, I guess, would be those ATSTs, because they're the only things that'll actively shoot the back to tanks, and you do need to save most of them for the gold. Other than that, I pretty much just followed the radar from place to place, just to go to whatever's nearest. Here's another place with ATSTs. Those are the only two, though.
See if you can't lock it down.
And I think I mentioned it in some of the recording that I was actually recording in. You do have to be careful about making U-turns, because that TIE interceptor that's chasing you the entire time is merciless, and you can avoid it if you kind of juke around when you do turn around. But if you're just flying around slowly, it will catch up to you and start shooting you. And it does a lot of damage, it's annoying. You have to especially be careful with these bombers, where the tendency is to immediately loop back around and try to get one of them, because they're flying so slow but erratically. So, the other thing to watch really would just be the radar, because the one that follows you is always within sight on that. Yep, see? There were some of the jukes I was talking about. At this point I had no idea where the hell that bomber went, so I was flying around for a little bit looking for it. Eventually gave up and decided to just speed away and then come back and find it from another angle. Not exactly proud that a bomber managed to outfly me, but whatever, I won in the end. That was a very failed jousting attempt with the interceptor, but I was able to shoot it down before it could turn around, so, you know, bonus points. For the most part, I found that the best way was to take out the lone ones with a missile, because they're the ones that are going to detach and start following you. The ones that fly around in pairs are the ones that were chasing the other X-Wings, and they kind of have a predetermined route that they follow all over the level. So those are a lot easier to just come up behind and shoot down. Well, you know, easier most of the time. Luckily, the accuracy requirement for this level is not that steep, so you can spray around a bit while you're messing with the interceptors, as long as you're reasonably good about the buildings and the ATSTs. Alright, that was the last of the interceptors, took it head on. Now you get to see how quick this boss fight is with proper application of missile turrets, and this is time for my patented strategy of kill myself to get more missiles. We all remember that classic moment in the films when Luke nosedived into the surface of the Death Star so he could get another torpedo. I almost screwed everything up right there, because I ran straight into him without firing another missile. Yep, really only takes 3 or 4 good hits, which does not take that much time if you're steady about it. And there we go. As you can see, the stats are legit again. And I'm now the Supreme Allied Commander, which is nice. Well, at this point, I would tend to declare this a successful series. I really enjoyed making this. Hope some of you enjoyed watching it. I will return to do the bonus levels. I'm pretty sure it's just the attack on Calamari and the Death Star Trench Run. And I will get those added to this series at some point. But until then, I think I'm going to take a little break from this game and maybe set up some other kind of challenge. I do have all the classic games, so I'm going to take a look at the library, see what sounds fun. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and have a good day. See ya.